So last season, we talked about who we are as Christians. That's what we were reflecting on. And so it kind of made sense to then talk about, so who are we as the church? Which is why I picked that scripture for us to hear today. But as we talk about who we are as the church, we are Church of the Apostles, but we are Church of the Apostles, United Church of Christ. And so I'm going to spend this season talking a little bit more about what the United Church of Christ is, or who we are as the United Church of Christ. Because I think we are the most misunderstood denomination. Because, first of all, because there's a few pieces that people don't get about how we do church. And probably the most confusing for people is our flat structure. We are used to the corporate business model, where the president is in charge, and when the president says something, then stuff trickles down or rolls downhill, right? But that's not true in the UCC. In the UCC, we have a general minister and president. Right now, that is the Reverend Dr. John Dorhauer. And although he is general minister and president, he does not speak for us. He speaks for himself and his staff, and he speaks to us. He is about encouraging us. He does not create mandates or anything that then we all have to follow. That's not how this works. We can listen to him or we can ignore him. That's the good and the bad of his job. He could be shouting into a barrel. Hopefully not. He is in town today. He was in town yesterday. Jonathan and I got to see him at the seminary, and today he's preaching at Trinity in East Petersburg. But he does not have power over us. We have power with. There are two non-negotiables in the UCC. One is that Christ is the sole head of the church. And that means here in this congregation, and it means in the larger church, in the denomination. We look to Christ for our lead. We look to Christ to know where we are to go, the direction we're to head, and how we're to live. So that is our focus. The other piece about the UCC is covenant. We are covenantal. I chose this picture because if any of those hands were removed, that heart would not be whole. And that is one of the best representations to me of what it means to be covenantal. We are not whole unless everyone is here.